Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the constant chatter in your mind? Do you find it hard to focus because of all the thoughts racing around? Imagine waking up in the morning with a clear mind, ready to take on the day without distractions. This video is all about discovering how to empty your mind and find that peace. Think about a time when you were completely lost in a moment, perhaps enjoying a beautiful sunset or listening to your favorite music. In those moments, didn't everything else just fade away? That's the feeling we want to cultivate, an empty, peaceful mind that allows us to truly experience life. In today's fast-paced world, finding mental clarity can seem impossible. But what if I told you there are simple techniques rooted in Buddhism that can help you clear your thoughts and calm your mind? This video will share valuable insights and transformative advice that can guide you on this journey. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we explore life's profound truths. Before diving in, it's important to know that there are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more wisdom and clarity to everyone. Throughout this video, we'll explore practical steps to help you empty your mind. From mindfulness techniques to meditation practices, you'll discover how to create space for peace and clarity in your life. Let's embark on this journey together, unlocking the secrets to a calmer, more focused mind. Understanding the nature of the mind. The mind can be a mysterious place. It is constantly buzzing with thoughts, feelings, and distractions. To understand how to empty our minds, we must first explore what the mind really is. Think of the mind as a busy room filled with clutter. There are memories, worries, dreams, and endless lists of things to do. Sometimes, it feels impossible to find a quiet corner in that room. In Buddhism, the mind is often compared to a monkey, always jumping from one branch to another. This monkey mind makes it hard to focus on the present moment. Have you ever tried to meditate, only to find that your thoughts keep pulling you away? That's the monkey mind at work. Recognizing this is the first step toward creating calm. Understanding the nature of the mind also means acknowledging that it is not fixed. Our thoughts are like clouds passing through the sky. They come and go, and just because a thought arises doesn't mean it defines us. Imagine watching a cloud float by without trying to grab it. This practice helps us to let thoughts come and go without getting attached. Now, consider the importance of awareness. Awareness is like a flashlight in a dark room. When we shine our awareness on our thoughts, we can see them clearly. Instead of getting lost in a sea of worries, we can observe them from a distance. This distance allows us to recognize that we are not our thoughts. We are the observers of those thoughts. One way to strengthen this awareness is through mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to pay attention to the present moment without judgment. When you're eating, focus on the taste and texture of your food. When you're walking, feel each step as it connects with the ground. By practicing mindfulness in everyday activities, we begin to train our minds to settle. Another important aspect of the mind is its tendency to cling to the past or worry about the future. Have you ever found yourself replaying an old argument in your head or stressing about an upcoming event? This habit of dwelling can create unnecessary stress and anxiety. Recognizing this pattern is crucial. When we become aware of our tendency to cling to thoughts, we can gently guide ourselves back to the present. It's also helpful to understand the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Our thoughts, feelings, and circumstances are not permanent. By accepting this truth, we can learn to let go. When a difficult thought arises, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Just like a river flows, our thoughts will move along, and we don't have to hold on to them. Buddhism teaches that suffering often arises from our attachment to thoughts and emotions. When we cling to a particular thought, it can create stress and unhappiness. Let's imagine a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a worry or negative thought. Carrying this backpack can be exhausting. Learning to release some of these stones can lighten our load, making it easier to navigate life. Now, let's talk about the importance of compassion. Compassion for ourselves is essential in this journey. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when our minds feel chaotic. Instead, practice self-kindness. When your thoughts start racing, gently remind yourself that it's okay to feel this way. Speak to yourself as you would to a friend in need. encouraging, and supportive. Creating a space for your mind to breathe is also important. Just as we need physical space, our minds require space to think clearly. Designate a few moments each day for quiet reflection. This could be as simple as sitting in a comfortable chair or taking a walk in nature. Allow your mind to rest without distractions. In this peaceful space, insights can emerge. As we delve deeper into understanding the mind, it's essential to remember that the journey is gradual. Just like a seed takes time to grow into a strong tree, our minds need nurturing and patience. Celebrate small victories along the way. Each time you catch your mind wandering and gently bring it back, you're making progress. The key takeaway here is that the mind is a tool, and like any tool, it requires practice to use effectively. With patience and dedication, we can train our minds to find stillness amidst the noise. By understanding the nature of the mind, we can begin to navigate our thoughts with greater ease and clarity. As we move forward, keep these principles in mind: awareness, mindfulness, impermanence, and compassion. They will guide you as we explore practical techniques to empty the mind in the next part of our journey. Remember, the path to mental clarity is not a race. It's about progress, not perfection. Each step you take brings you closer to a peaceful, empty mind. Understanding the nature of the mind. To truly empty our minds, we first need to understand what the mind is. The mind is like a river, constantly flowing and changing. It carries thoughts, feelings, and memories, sometimes gently, and other times with great force. But just like a river can become muddy with debris, our minds can become cluttered with unnecessary thoughts. Every day, we experience countless thoughts. Some are important, like remembering a meeting or a loved one's birthday. Others are less helpful, like worries about the future or regrets about the past. This constant stream of thoughts can be overwhelming. By recognizing the nature of the mind, we can learn to navigate this river more peacefully. One key aspect of understanding the mind is realizing that we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts come and go, like clouds in the sky. Sometimes they are dark and stormy, and at other times, they are light and fluffy. Just as clouds pass, so do our thoughts. By stepping back and observing our thoughts without judgment, we can begin to empty our minds of their weight. Another important concept is the idea of attachment. We often cling to our thoughts and emotions, believing they define us. When we attach ourselves to negative thoughts, like self-doubt or anger, we create a heavy burden. But if we learn to let go of these attachments, we can lighten our mental load. Imagine holding a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a thought or feeling you cling to. When you let go of the backpack, you instantly feel lighter and freer. Meditation is a powerful tool for understanding the mind. By sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, you create space between yourself and your thoughts. You begin to notice the thoughts that arise without getting caught up in them. This practice helps you recognize that thoughts are just passing events in your mind, not the essence of who you are. As we explore the nature of the mind, it's also important to acknowledge the role of emotions. Emotions can be powerful, and they often influence our thoughts. When we feel anxious or sad, our minds tend to spiral into negative thinking. Recognizing this connection allows us to address our emotions directly, rather than letting them control our thoughts. By accepting our emotions without judgment, we can create a more balanced state of mind. In Buddhism, there's a concept called no self. This idea suggests that our sense of self is an illusion, made up of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. By understanding that we are not fixed beings but ever-changing, we can learn to let go of the need to control our thoughts. This realization can be liberating, as it frees us from the pressure to maintain a certain image or narrative in our minds. To truly empty the mind, we must practice non-attachment. This means letting go of the need to hold on to specific thoughts or feelings. It's about allowing things to come and go without resistance. When we stop clinging to our thoughts, we create space for new, more positive experiences. Daily life offers many opportunities to practice this understanding. For example, when you notice a negative thought, pause for a moment. Instead of engaging with it, simply acknowledge its presence. You might say to yourself, here's that thought again. Then, gently redirect your focus to your breath or the present moment. This simple practice helps you recognize that thoughts are transient and do not define you. Another helpful exercise is to journal your thoughts. By writing them down, you create distance between yourself and your thoughts. You can see them on paper, allowing you to examine them without becoming overwhelmed. This process can help you identify patterns in your thinking and recognize which thoughts are beneficial and which ones are not. Understanding the nature of the mind is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. Each day brings new thoughts and emotions, and with each experience, we have the chance to practice awareness and non-attachment. By cultivating this understanding, we can gradually empty our minds and create a space for peace and clarity. As you move forward, remember that this journey is unique to you. Embrace the process and be patient with yourself. Just like a river that flows, your mind will continue to change and evolve. With time and practice, you will find that you can navigate its waters with grace and ease. This understanding lays the foundation for deeper practices that will help you empty your mind further. As we continue this journey, we will explore techniques that will allow you to experience a calmer, more focused state of being. Let go of the burdens of your thoughts and embrace the freedom that comes with understanding the nature of your mind. Detachment and letting go of attachments. In life, we often cling to things, our possessions, relationships, and even our thoughts. This attachment can create a heavy burden, making it hard to find peace. Imagine holding onto a backpack filled with stones. The longer you carry it, the heavier it becomes. Letting go of attachments is like setting down that heavy backpack, freeing yourself to walk more lightly through life. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you learn to enjoy things without letting them control you. Think about your favorite object. Perhaps it's a book or a piece of art. You love it, but if you lost it, would you be devastated? Practicing detachment means appreciating what you have while understanding that it doesn't define you. Buddhism teaches that attachment is one of the roots of suffering. When we hold tightly to things, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Change is the only constant in life. People grow, relationships evolve, and objects wear out. By recognizing this, we can begin to let go of our need to control outcomes and embrace the flow of life. Let's explore some simple steps to cultivate detachment. First, practice mindfulness. Being present allows you to experience life as it is, without judgment. When you find yourself clinging to an idea or an object, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself, why do I feel attached to this? What would happen if I let it go? Often, you'll realize that the fear of losing something is worse than the actual loss. Next, focus on gratitude. Instead of fixating on what you don't have, appreciate what is already in your life. This shift in perspective can help lessen the grip of attachment. For instance, keep a gratitude journal where you write down things you appreciate each day. This practice helps you see the abundance around you, making it easier to let go of what you might be clinging to. Another helpful practice is to visualize the act of letting go. Picture yourself holding onto a balloon. As you release it, watch it float away, becoming smaller and smaller until it disappears from view. This image can symbolize your attachments, reminding you that it's okay to let things go. You don't need to hold onto every thought, feeling, or possession. Freedom comes when you release what no longer serves you. Engaging in meditation can also foster detachment. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them but let them drift away like clouds in the sky. This practice trains your mind to observe without attachment. Over time, you'll find it easier to let go of unnecessary thoughts and worries. Detachment can also be about relationships. It's natural to care for others, but sometimes we can become overly attached. Consider a situation where you might be relying too much on someone for your happiness. While companionship is important, true happiness comes from within. By recognizing that your joy doesn't depend on another person, you free both yourself and them to grow. Embracing impermanence is another key aspect of detachment. Everything in life is transient. Recognizing this truth can make it easier to let go of attachments. When you realize that all things are temporary, you can appreciate them for what they are without needing to hold on tightly. In our pursuit of detachment, it's essential to be gentle with ourselves. Letting go can be challenging, especially if we have deep-seated attachments. Approach this journey with kindness and patience. Celebrate small victories along the way. Each time you let go of something, no matter how minor, you're making progress. Finally, remember that detachment is a practice, not a destination. It takes time to cultivate a mindset of letting go. Be open to learning and growing through this process. Each moment presents an opportunity to practice detachment, whether it's during a difficult conversation, a stressful situation, or simply when encountering unwanted thoughts. By embracing detachment, we open ourselves up to a more profound sense of peace and clarity. It allows us to navigate life with less resistance, experiencing each moment as it comes. Letting go is a gift we give ourselves, creating space for new experiences and deeper connections. As we release our attachments, we find ourselves lighter, more aware, and more present in our lives. In the end, the journey toward detachment leads us to a more profound understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It's a path of freedom, allowing us to live fully in the present without the weight of the past or the worry of the future. Embrace this journey and watch how it transforms your life, guiding you toward a state of peace and fulfillment. Silencing the inner dialogue. In a world buzzing with noise, our minds often become crowded with endless chatter. This inner dialogue can be a source of stress and distraction. Learning to silence this noise is essential for achieving mental clarity. Let's explore how we can quiet our minds and create a peaceful space within. The inner dialogue can feel like a constant stream of thoughts, worries, and judgments. It's like a radio that never turns off. Have you ever noticed how this chatter affects your mood? It can amplify anxiety or even lead to feelings of overwhelm. To find peace, we must first understand this internal voice. One effective way to begin quieting the mind is through awareness. Start by noticing when your thoughts begin to spiral. Are they focused on past regrets or future fears? Recognizing these patterns is the first step to breaking the cycle. It's like shining a light into a dark room. Once you see what's there, you can begin to tidy it up. Next, try to let go of the need to control your thoughts. Many people think they must stop thinking altogether, but that's not the goal. Instead, aim to observe your thoughts without judgment. Imagine watching clouds float by in the sky. They come and go, but you remain grounded. This practice helps you detach from the relentless inner chatter. Another technique is deep breathing. When you feel your thoughts racing, pause for a moment and take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly expand. Hold that breath for a second, and then exhale gently through your mouth. With each breath, imagine releasing tension and thoughts. This simple act can bring you back to the present moment and quiet the mind. Meditation is a powerful tool for silencing the inner dialogue. Start with just a few minutes a day. Find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When thoughts arise, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, you'll notice that these moments of stillness become more frequent, allowing your mind to relax. You can also try using mantras, simple phrases that you repeat silently to yourself. Choose something calming, like peace or let go. As you repeat this mantra during meditation, it can help drown out the noise of your thoughts, creating a sense of tranquility. Another method is to engage in mindful activities. Whether it's walking, painting, or even washing dishes, focus fully on the task at hand. Feel the sensations, observe your movements, and immerse yourself in the experience. This practice shifts your attention from your thoughts to the present moment, helping to quiet the mind. It's important to remember that silencing the inner dialogue takes practice. Don't be discouraged if your mind feels busy at first. Just like any skill, it requires time and patience. Celebrate the small victories, like moments of clarity or longer stretches of quiet. In addition, be mindful of what you consume. The media, conversations, and even the people around you can add to the noise. Choose to surround yourself with positivity and calmness. Limit exposure to negativity that adds to your inner chatter. Reflect on the things that truly matter to you. What brings you joy? What are your passions? Focusing on these can help drown out the unhelpful noise and center your mind on what's essential. When you align your thoughts with your values, the inner dialogue becomes less chaotic. Journaling can also help in silencing the mind. Write down your thoughts and feelings. This process acts as a release, allowing you to express what's inside without judgment. After writing, you may feel a sense of relief and clarity, making it easier to quiet the mind. In moments of stillness, embrace silence. Create time in your day where you do nothing. No distractions, no screens, just pure silence. This can be uncomfortable at first, but it's in this silence that you can find your true self. Practice self-compassion during this journey. Recognize that it's okay to have thoughts. They don't define you. Instead of fighting against them, acknowledge their presence and let them pass. This gentle approach fosters a more peaceful mind. Engaging in physical activities can also help release pent-up energy that contributes to mental noise. Whether it's yoga, running, or dancing, moving your body helps to ground you and create a sense of calm. Physical exertion can reduce stress hormones and promote feelings of well-being. Finally, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Many people struggle with their inner dialogue. Sharing your experiences with others can provide support and new insights. Sometimes, just knowing that others face similar challenges can be comforting. As you practice these techniques, you'll start to notice shifts in your mind. Moments of silence will become more frequent, and the inner dialogue will lose its grip on you. Embrace this journey toward a quieter mind, and enjoy the peace that comes with it. Meditation techniques for mental emptiness. Meditation is a powerful tool for emptying the mind. It's a practice that many people around the world have used to find peace and clarity. Let's explore some simple meditation techniques that can help anyone, no matter their experience level. To begin, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. This could be a cozy corner of your home or even a peaceful spot outdoors. Sit comfortably, either on a chair or cross-legged on the floor. The goal is to be at ease. Now, close your eyes gently. Take a deep breath in through your nose, letting your belly expand. Hold it for a moment, then slowly exhale through your mouth. Do this a few times. With each breath, feel your body start to relax. Notice any tension in your shoulders or jaw and let it melt away. This simple act of breathing can already help clear your mind. Once you feel calm, shift your focus to your breath. Instead of forcing thoughts away, acknowledge them without judgment. If a thought arises, like a to-do list or a worry about tomorrow, recognize it and let it float by like a cloud in the sky. Don't hold on to it. Gently bring your focus back to your breath. Inhale and exhale. This practice teaches you to let go of distractions. If you find it hard to focus, try counting your breaths. Inhale deeply and count 1. Exhale slowly and count 2. Continue this up to 10, then start over. If you lose track, that's okay. Just start counting again. This technique helps anchor your mind and makes it easier to stay present. Another effective meditation technique is visualization. Picture a peaceful place, a serene beach, a quiet forest, or a tranquil lake. Imagine yourself there. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin or the gentle breeze on your face. Immerse yourself in this image. Whenever your mind wanders, gently guide it back to this beautiful scene. You can also practice loving kindness meditation. Begin by focusing on yourself. Silently repeat phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be safe." After a few minutes, extend these wishes to loved ones, then to acquaintances, and finally to all living beings. This technique not only empties your mind but fills your heart with compassion and joy. Consistency is key in meditation. Try to set aside a few minutes each day to practice. You don't need to meditate for hours. Even 5 to 10 minutes can make a difference. Over time, you'll find it easier to enter a state of calm and clarity. As you meditate, remember to be patient with yourself. Thoughts are natural. Don't get frustrated if your mind seems busy. It's all part of the process. With time, you'll notice that it becomes easier to reach that empty, peaceful state. When you finish your meditation, take a moment to reflect. Slowly open your eyes and notice how you feel. Are you more relaxed? More centered? Carry this feeling with you as you go about your day. Incorporating meditation into your daily routine can lead to significant changes. You may notice you're more focused and present in your daily activities. Tasks that once felt overwhelming may now seem manageable. Many people find that meditation helps them deal with stress and anxiety. When challenges arise, the calm you cultivate during meditation can help you respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. You'll feel more in control, leading to a more balanced life. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. It's about finding what works for you. Whether you prefer guided meditations or silent reflection, the key is to practice regularly. The more you meditate, the more natural it will feel to empty your mind and find peace. In conclusion, meditation is a powerful practice for anyone seeking mental emptiness and clarity. By dedicating just a few minutes each day, you can create a calm oasis in your mind. So, take a deep breath, sit back, and let the journey to mental emptiness begin. Cultivating inner peace through acceptance. In the journey to empty the mind, one powerful practice is acceptance. Acceptance is not about giving up or resigning yourself to negative situations. Rather, it's about acknowledging what is happening without resistance. This gentle shift in perspective can bring a profound sense of peace. Imagine a river flowing smoothly. It encounters rocks and bends, but it doesn't fight against them. Instead, it flows around obstacles. This is how acceptance works. When we face challenges in life, we can learn to go with the flow instead of struggling against it. Accepting our circumstances allows us to find peace amidst chaos. Think about a moment in your life when things didn't go as planned. Maybe you missed an important meeting or faced an unexpected setback. Initially, it may have felt frustrating or disappointing, but as time passed, did you notice how you adapted? Acceptance helps us recognize that life is full of surprises. By embracing each moment, we can free ourselves from the burdens of judgment and expectation. Acceptance also plays a key role in our thoughts. Often, we resist thoughts that we deem negative or unwanted. Instead of pushing them away, try observing them. Picture your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. Some are dark and stormy, while others are light and fluffy. They come and go, and just like the clouds, our thoughts are temporary. By accepting them without judgment, we can create space for clarity. Practicing acceptance doesn't mean ignoring our feelings. It's essential to acknowledge our emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. When we accept our feelings, we allow ourselves to process them. For example, if you feel anxious about an upcoming event, instead of suppressing that anxiety, recognize it. I feel anxious right now, you might say. By naming the feeling, you take away some of its power. Meditation can be a helpful tool for cultivating acceptance. In a quiet space, take a moment to breathe deeply. Focus on your breath flowing in and out. As you do this, bring to mind something you've been resisting. It could be a thought, a situation, or even a feeling. Instead of pushing it away, visualize accepting it with each breath. Inhale acceptance and exhale resistance. This practice can lead to a calmer mind and a more peaceful heart. Another approach to acceptance is gratitude. When we focus on what we are thankful for, it shifts our mindset. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, we start to see the beauty in our lives. Try keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you appreciate each day. Over time, you'll notice a change in your perspective, helping you embrace life as it is. Letting go of the need for control is also a significant part of acceptance. We often try to control our surroundings, our relationships, and even our thoughts. However, life is unpredictable. By relinquishing this need for control, we can find freedom. This doesn't mean we shouldn't set goals or strive for improvement, but rather that we should be open to whatever unfolds. In relationships, acceptance fosters deeper connections. When we accept others as they are, without trying to change them, we create a safe space for love and understanding. This can strengthen bonds and lead to more meaningful interactions. Remember, everyone is on their own journey, and acceptance allows us to honor their path. Acceptance can also help us deal with loss. Grieving is a natural part of life, and accepting our feelings around loss is crucial. It's okay to feel sadness, anger, or confusion. By accepting these emotions, we give ourselves permission to heal. Embrace your feelings as a normal part of the human experience. When we cultivate acceptance, we start to notice the small joys in life. The warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, or the taste of your favorite food become more vivid. Acceptance helps us live in the present moment, appreciating what we have rather than fixating on what we lack. As you practice acceptance, remember to be gentle with yourself. It's a process that takes time. Some days will be easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step toward acceptance is a step toward inner peace. In conclusion, cultivating inner peace through acceptance is a powerful practice. By learning to accept our thoughts, feelings, and circumstances, we can free ourselves from suffering. This doesn't mean we will never feel pain, but rather that we will approach life with a sense of calm and resilience. Embrace acceptance and watch as your mind begins to clear, making space for a more peaceful existence. Overcoming mental obstacles and resistance. When it comes to emptying the mind, one of the biggest challenges is overcoming the mental obstacles that hold us back. These obstacles can feel like heavy weights, pulling us down and preventing us from reaching a state of calm. Understanding these barriers is the first step toward breaking free from them. One common obstacle is distraction. In our busy lives, distractions are everywhere. Phones buzzing, notifications popping up, and the constant noise of the world around us. These distractions can easily pull our attention away from what we want to focus on. To overcome this, it helps to create a dedicated space for mindfulness. Find a quiet corner in your home, a park, or any place where you can be alone with your thoughts. By setting aside this space, you signal to your mind that it's time to focus. Another challenge is self-criticism. Many of us have an inner voice that is harsh and judgmental. This voice tells us we're not doing enough, or that we should be better. When we try to empty our minds, this voice can become even louder. To counter this, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself like you would a dear friend. When negative thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently redirect your focus back to your breath or your practice. Fear is another significant barrier. The fear of facing our thoughts and feelings can be daunting. We might worry about what we will find if we look within. But remember, facing these fears is a part of the journey. It's essential to approach this with curiosity rather than dread. Think of it as exploring a hidden treasure within yourself. You may uncover feelings that need healing or thoughts that require attention. Procrastination can also stand in the way. It's easy to put off mindfulness practices, thinking we'll get to it later. But the longer we wait, the harder it becomes to start. To overcome this, set small, achievable goals. Start with just 5 minutes of mindfulness each day. Gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable. This small commitment can lead to significant changes in your mental clarity. Comparison is another hurdle. In today's world, it's easy to compare ourselves to others, especially on social media. We may see people who seem to have it all together and feel inadequate. This comparison can cloud our minds with negativity. To combat this, remind yourself that everyone is on their own journey. Focus on your progress and celebrate the small victories along the way. Resistance itself can be a major barrier. Sometimes, we resist the idea of emptying our minds because it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. It's important to understand that resistance is a natural part of growth. When you notice resistance, take a moment to breathe. Acknowledge the discomfort without judgment. Remind yourself that discomfort often leads to transformation. Engaging in regular mindfulness practices can help lessen these mental obstacles. Begin with simple breathing exercises. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. When thoughts arise, gently guide your attention back to your breath. This practice strengthens your ability to refocus, making it easier to handle distractions and resistances when they come up. Meditation can also play a crucial role in overcoming mental barriers. Find a comfortable position, whether sitting or lying down. Set a timer for a few minutes. As you meditate, if your mind wanders, don't be hard on yourself. Gently bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, this practice will build your mental resilience and help you navigate obstacles with greater ease. Visualizations can be powerful tools as well. Imagine your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. Watch them come and go without trying to hold on to any. This practice can help you detach from overwhelming thoughts and feelings, allowing you to experience a sense of freedom. Lastly, embrace impermanence. Understand that everything is temporary, including your thoughts and feelings. When you encounter difficult emotions or mental blocks, remind yourself that they are not permanent. This mindset shift can help alleviate the pressure and make it easier to let go. In conclusion, Overcoming mental obstacles and resistance is a vital part of emptying the mind. By creating a dedicated space for mindfulness, practicing self-compassion, facing fears with curiosity, setting small goals, avoiding comparisons, and embracing impermanence, you can break through these barriers. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a clearer, more peaceful mind. Embrace the journey and be patient with yourself as you learn to navigate the complexities of your thoughts and emotions. Cultivating inner peace through acceptance. In the journey of life, we often face challenges that can disrupt our peace. Imagine being caught in a storm. The winds are fierce, and the rain is relentless. In those moments, it can feel impossible to find calm. But what if we told you that the secret to inner peace lies in acceptance? Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. Instead, it means recognizing reality as it is, without resistance. It's about embracing the present moment, even when it's uncomfortable. When we accept what is, we stop fighting against life's currents. This shift allows us to cultivate a sense of calm within. Think about a time when something unexpected happened, maybe a change in plans or an unwanted event. How did you react? Often, our initial response is frustration or disappointment. But what if instead, we paused and accepted the situation? This simple act can create space for peace. Acceptance is a practice we can learn. Begin by observing your thoughts and feelings. When something bothers you, ask yourself, what can I accept about this situation? For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of getting angry, try accepting that it's beyond your control. Use that time to breathe deeply or listen to music. This small change can transform your experience. Another key aspect of acceptance is letting go of the need for perfection. Life is not about being perfect, it's about being real. Embrace your flaws and imperfections. They make you human. When you stop striving for an unattainable ideal, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Buddhism teaches us that everything is impermanent. This means that both good and bad moments will pass. Understanding this can help you accept life's ups and downs more gracefully. When challenges arise, remind yourself that they are temporary. This perspective can bring a sense of relief and peace. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating acceptance. When you sit in stillness, focus on your breath. As thoughts come up, acknowledge them, but don't hold on. Imagine them as clouds passing by. You don't need to engage with every thought. Just let them float away. This practice helps you accept whatever arises without judgment. Another way to practice acceptance is through gratitude. Focus on what you have instead of what you lack. This shift in perspective can open your heart and mind to peace. Start a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things you appreciate each day. Over time, you'll notice how this simple act can change your outlook on life. Remember, accepting the present moment doesn't mean you don't have goals or dreams. It means you acknowledge where you are right now, without letting it weigh you down. When you accept your current situation, you create space for new possibilities to emerge. When faced with difficulties, remind yourself of the teachings of acceptance. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset can transform your challenges into valuable lessons, guiding you toward inner peace. It's important to practice self-compassion as you cultivate acceptance. Be kind to yourself during tough times. Recognize that it's okay to feel upset or disappointed. Accept your emotions without judgment. This kindness can soothe your mind and create a more peaceful internal landscape. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can also help you cultivate acceptance. Share your thoughts and feelings with trusted friends or family. Sometimes, just talking it out can provide a fresh perspective and ease your burden. As you continue to practice acceptance, you may find that life feels lighter. The burdens you once carried begin to dissolve. You become more resilient, navigating challenges with grace. Your mind grows clearer and your heart opens wider. In this journey toward inner peace, remember that acceptance is a skill. Like any other skill, it takes time and practice to develop. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories along the way. Each moment you choose acceptance brings you closer to a peaceful mind. In summary, cultivating inner peace through acceptance is a transformative journey. Embrace the present moment as it is, Let go of the need for perfection and practice gratitude. Use meditation as a tool to observe your thoughts without attachment. Surround yourself with supportive people and be gentle with yourself. As you move forward, remember that life is full of changes. Embrace each moment with open arms, allowing acceptance to guide you. The more you practice, the more inner peace you will cultivate, leading to a clearer, calmer mind. And in that stillness, you'll discover the beauty of simply being. Integrating mindful emptiness into daily life. Living mindfully means making every moment count. It's about bringing awareness to the simple tasks we often overlook. Have you ever noticed how rushing through your day can fill your mind with clutter? Let's explore how to integrate mindful emptiness into your everyday life. Start with your morning routine. Instead of scrolling through your phone or thinking about your to-do list, take a few moments to breathe. Feel the air entering your lungs. Notice the sensations of your body as you wake up. This small act can set a peaceful tone for the day. When you approach your morning with mindfulness, you create a space for clarity and calm. Next, as you eat breakfast, try to be fully present. Notice the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. Chew slowly and savor each bite. This practice transforms a mundane routine into a delightful experience. It also trains your mind to focus on the present, helping you to empty your mind of distractions. Throughout the day, look for opportunities to practice mindfulness. When you're walking, pay attention to each step. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Observe the sounds around you, the rustling leaves, the distant chatter, the gentle wind. This connection to the present moment helps to clear away unnecessary thoughts. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, take a break. Step outside or find a quiet space. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Let go of your worries. Imagine them floating away like clouds in the sky. This practice allows you to reset and regain focus. Mindful emptiness also applies to your interactions with others. When talking with someone, give them your full attention. Put away your phone and listen actively. This not only deepens your connection, but also clears your mind of distractions, allowing for meaningful conversations. Consider how you approach chores. Instead of viewing them as tasks, see them as opportunities for mindfulness. Whether washing dishes or folding laundry, focus on the movements of your hands and the sensations of the materials. This simple shift can turn a chore into a meditative practice. As the day winds down, take a moment for reflection. Sit quietly and ask yourself what went well today. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. This practice of gratitude helps empty the mind of negativity and fills it with positivity. You can also integrate mindful emptiness into your evening routine. Before bed, take a few minutes to unwind. Put away electronic devices and create a peaceful environment. Read a book or practice gentle stretching. Allow your mind to settle, releasing the thoughts of the day. Incorporate mindful breathing into your daily life. Whenever you feel stressed or anxious, pause for a moment. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold the breath for a few seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this process several times. This simple practice can clear your mind and help you feel grounded. Being present also means accepting your feelings. If you're feeling sad or anxious, acknowledge those emotions without judgment. Sit with them for a moment, understanding that they are part of your experience. This acceptance allows you to release negative thoughts and embrace a more peaceful mindset. Cultivating a mindful environment can also support your journey. Declutter your space, keeping only items that bring you joy or serve a purpose. A clean, organized space can have a calming effect on your mind, making it easier to achieve mental emptiness. Consider incorporating rituals into your day. This could be as simple as lighting a candle during your evening routine, or taking a moment to express gratitude before meals. These rituals create a sense of peace and help you connect with the present moment. Engage with nature whenever possible. Spend time outside, whether it's a walk in the park or simply sitting in your backyard. Observe the beauty around you. Nature has a unique ability to clear the mind and ground you in the present. If you enjoy creativity, find ways to express yourself. Painting, writing, or playing music can be powerful forms of mindfulness. They allow you to focus your thoughts and express your feelings, promoting mental clarity and emptiness. During stressful moments at work or in your daily life, practice the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Take a moment to identify 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This technique brings you back to the present and helps clear your mind of overwhelming thoughts. Lastly, remember that mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when your mind feels cluttered and chaotic. That's okay. The key is to be gentle with yourself. Each moment is an opportunity to practice, to start anew. By integrating mindful emptiness into your daily life, you can cultivate a sense of peace and clarity. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, allowing you to experience life more fully. Embrace these practices and watch as your mind becomes clearer, your thoughts more focused, and your life more meaningful. Embracing impermanence and the flow of life. Life is a beautiful journey filled with changes. Every moment, every thought, and every feeling is like a passing cloud in the sky. In Buddhism, there is a core teaching about impermanence, which reminds us that everything is always changing. This is not something to fear. Rather, it is an opportunity to find peace. Have you ever watched a river flow? It moves steadily, carrying leaves and branches along its path. No 2 moments in the river are the same. Similarly, our lives are in constant motion. Understanding that everything is temporary helps us let go of the need to hold on tightly to anything. When we embrace impermanence, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Think about a time when you clung to a moment or a feeling, perhaps during a happy event. You wanted that joy to last forever, but eventually, it faded. This is normal. Happiness, sadness, and everything in between are part of life's flow. Recognizing this can help us appreciate each moment for what it is, fleeting and precious. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we allow ourselves to experience emotions without becoming trapped by them. When we realize that even our hardest times will pass, we can approach life with greater ease. This acceptance opens the door to deeper understanding and tranquility. Incorporating the idea of impermanence into our daily lives can be simple. Start by observing the world around you. Watch how flowers bloom and wilt, how day turns to night, and how seasons change. Each cycle teaches us something new about life. By seeing the beauty in these changes, we learn to appreciate every moment. When you find yourself feeling anxious about the future or nostalgic about the past, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that this feeling, too, will pass. Allow yourself to be present in the now. This moment is all we truly have. By focusing on the present, we cultivate mindfulness and create space for peace. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for embracing impermanence. Write down your thoughts and feelings regularly. Reflect on how they change over time. You might notice patterns in your emotions and thoughts. Acknowledging these changes can help you let go of what no longer serves you and make room for new experiences. Practicing gratitude can deepen your understanding of impermanence. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea or a friendly smile. Recognizing the beauty in small moments allows us to appreciate life's fleeting nature. In relationships, embracing impermanence helps us navigate connections with greater ease. People come and go from our lives, and that's okay. Each relationship teaches us something valuable. Instead of fearing loss, focus on the love and lessons shared in each encounter. This perspective fosters deeper connections and helps us cherish the time we have with others. Meditation is another powerful way to embrace the flow of life. As you sit in stillness, observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Imagine them as leaves floating down a stream. Allow them to come and go. This practice helps you realize that thoughts are temporary, just like the changing seasons. When we accept that change is inevitable, we learn to adapt more easily. Challenges and hardships are part of life's flow. Instead of resisting, try to welcome these experiences as opportunities for growth. Each struggle shapes us and teaches us resilience. This shift in perspective empowers us to face life with courage and openness. As you move through your day, remind yourself that every experience is temporary. The stress of a busy workday, the excitement of a celebration. These feelings are all part of the ebb and flow of life. By acknowledging their temporary nature, we can approach each moment with curiosity rather than fear. Visualizing impermanence can also be helpful. Picture a beautiful sunset. The colors shift and change, creating a breathtaking view. But soon, the sun will set and the colors will fade. This beauty is found in its transience. By embracing the idea that nothing lasts forever, we can find joy in the moments we experience. Practicing acceptance is key to understanding impermanence. Accepting that life will not always go as planned allows us to approach challenges with grace. Instead of resisting what is, we learn to flow with it. This acceptance fosters a sense of peace and freedom, allowing us to enjoy life as it unfolds. In your meditation practice, visualize a river flowing gently. Imagine your thoughts and feelings as leaves floating downstream. Watch them drift away, knowing they are just passing by. This imagery can help reinforce the concept of impermanence, making it easier to let go of attachments and worries. Remember that your mind, like the river, is always moving. Thoughts will arise, but they don't define you. You are the observer, witnessing the flow of your own mind. By practicing this detachment, you create space for new thoughts and experiences to enter your life. As you learn to embrace impermanence, you may find that life feels lighter. You begin to let go of the weight of expectations and the fear of loss. This freedom allows you to savor each moment more deeply, appreciating the beauty in the present without clinging to it. In conclusion, embracing impermanence is a vital step toward mental clarity and peace. By understanding that everything is temporary, we cultivate a sense of acceptance and gratitude for life's fleeting moments. This shift in perspective helps us navigate the ups and downs with grace, allowing us to flow with life rather than against it. As you continue your journey, remember that every moment is a precious gift, one that is worth embracing fully. Conclusion: achieving mental freedom and transformation. As we reach the end of this journey together, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned about emptying our minds. Achieving mental freedom is not just a destination. It's a lifelong practice. It's about cultivating habits that support clarity and peace in our daily lives. Many people struggle with the overwhelming noise in their minds. Thoughts can feel like a relentless storm, making it hard to focus or find joy in the present moment. By embracing the practices we've discussed, you can learn to navigate through this chaos and find your calm center. Remember, it's essential to be patient with yourself. Just as a river takes time to carve its path through rock, your journey to a clearer mind will require patience and persistence. Each time you practice mindfulness, meditation, or let go of attachments, you are chiseling away at the noise that clutters your thoughts. Let's revisit the core techniques we've explored. Mindfulness allows you to become aware of your thoughts without judgment. When you notice your mind wandering, gently bring your attention back to the present. This simple act can be transformative. It teaches you that thoughts are not commands but passing clouds in the vast sky of your mind. Meditation is another powerful tool. By dedicating a few minutes each day to sit quietly, you create a sanctuary for your mind. Whether you focus on your breath or visualize a peaceful scene, this practice helps you cultivate inner stillness. Over time, you'll find that even a few moments of meditation can ground you amidst life's chaos. Detachment plays a crucial role in emptying the mind as well. Letting go of material possessions, relationships, or even ideas that no longer serve you creates space for new experiences. It's not about becoming indifferent. Rather, it's about freeing yourself from the burdens of attachment that weigh you down. Compassion is essential too. When you practice kindness toward yourself and others, you naturally create a more peaceful mindset. By reducing self-criticism and embracing empathy, you soften the edges of your thoughts. Compassion allows you to see things from different perspectives, promoting mental flexibility and understanding. Embracing impermanence can also guide you toward mental freedom. Life is constantly changing, and accepting this truth helps you release the need to control everything. When you realize that nothing is permanent, you begin to appreciate the beauty of each moment, reducing anxiety and enhancing your overall sense of well-being. As you integrate these practices into your life, you may notice a shift in your perspective. The more you empty your mind, the more you allow space for joy, creativity, and love. You might find yourself more open to experiences that once felt daunting. With a clear mind, you can approach challenges with calmness and clarity. The journey of emptying the mind is not a linear path. It's filled with ups and downs. There will be days when it feels easier and others when it's harder. That's perfectly okay. The key is to keep returning to your practices, no matter how small they may seem. In conclusion, achieving mental freedom is about creating a lifestyle that fosters clarity and peace. It's about integrating mindfulness, meditation, detachment, compassion, and acceptance into your daily routine. As you continue on this path, remember that each moment offers a new opportunity to practice. With each step you take, you'll find yourself moving closer to a state of mental serenity. Embrace this journey and allow it to transform not only your mind but your entire life. You have the power to create a peaceful inner world, and the benefits will ripple out into all areas of your existence. So, take a deep breath and trust that you are on the right path. Every moment spent cultivating a clear mind is a gift to yourself and those around you. Continue to explore, practice, and grow, and watch as your life becomes a beautiful tapestry of peace and joy.